What is going on, Knick fans? I'm your host, Vigo Sportstalk, host of Vigo Talks Knicks. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about our win versus the Portland Trail Blazers. I apologize for not uploading. My wisdom teeth have been coming out recently, so I may sound a little different. It's been a little painful, but I gotta go through it and just deal with it. That's why I upload our win versus the Kings and I forgot who we played before. Oh, the Raptors. To put it short, our defense has been way better. The Kings was we started out pretty good. A lot of turnovers though, but we cleaned it up in the second half. And the on the Raptors, we started off pretty horrible. We weren't scoring well, and then in the second half we locked in. Mikal Bridges, he dropped around 30 points. OG Anunoby was having a great night. He also had a good night versus the Raptors. And I'm gonna give a lot of praise to OG Anunoby this episode because as of tomorrow, Sunday, Saturday, I'm recording this. I believe he could potentially be an all-star for the reserves. Obviously not a starter coming off the bench, but I believe out of everybody on the Knicks team, he should be an all-star. He's been the best defender. He's been averaging around 20 points the last few weeks. And when he's attacking the rim, he's hitting his corner threes. He is the best two-way player in the league, without a doubt. People think I'm crazy if I say that, but it's true. Look at all the two-way players right now. Obviously, you think of Kawhi, Jaylen Brown. If you see how OG Anunoby plays, he's very strong. He can attack the rim a lot. He's very good at corner threes. And when it's just him out there, he can drop 30 on any night if he wants to. But he's got to be more consistent, dropping at least 20 points a night. And if he was doing that this season, he would definitely be an all-star without a doubt. But unfortunately, he wasn't a starter. I was assuming that. But I'm confident he could be announced an all-star for the reserves. I'm pretty confident in that. Now let's talk about our win versus the Trailblazers. The New York Knicks beat the Trailblazers 127-97, beating them by 30 points. It was a very great game. There's no McBride. He's on injury management, so we saw a lot of Tyler Kolek, who was really good. And he had 13 points. Usually he doesn't score that much because you're on a team that's going to take, like your starting five, they're going to take up a lot of shots, so he's not going to go out there coming off the bench score 20 points. But he scored 13 points. I like how he's scoring. I want him to score more often. I want him to shoot more threes. I love how he passes the ball, but you're a point guard. I want you to score at least 10 points a night. And when he does that, he has a lot of potential. And with no McBride, he's gonna get a bigger role. But as of right now, he's in and out of rotation because not only because of defense, because of how many guards we got on the team. So right now, obviously, it's our starting five: Brunson, Bridges, OG, Hart, Cat. Then coming off the bench, you got McBride, be your backup point guard, who could also be a shooting guard. Mitchell Robinson, your backup center. Landry Shamet, he could be your backup wing. And for the 9-person off rotation, it's honestly up for grabs. It could be Gershon Yabusele, your backup point power forward, or it could be Muhammad Diawara. It depends what your matchups are. Today, Yabusele was benched because Mike Brown thought Muhammad Diawara would be a better matchup for who we were playing. Because the Trailblazers, they got a bunch of tall players, and Diawara matched their size, and he has a great wingspan. So I honestly thought it was a better matchup because Yabusele he's a bigger guy. I don't think he could match up with those players. So the 9th man is always up for grabs, and then sometimes it could be 10. It could be Tyler Kolek sometimes. It could be Ariel Hogporty, your second string center. Mike Brown, he's giving a lot of players opportunities. He's going to get, even if you don't play much, you're going to eventually play in the season. That's the best way I could put it. Under Tibbs, it was basically the same people every night. Every night. Like last year, it was just McBride. Well, Robson didn't start. Well, he didn't come back until like March. So it was Achua, Cameron Payne when he was on the team. Sometimes it was Landry Shamet. He was always in and out of rotation because Tibbs had no trust in him. And that's pretty much it, honestly. Achua was he's more of a power forward than center, but he was the backup center because Mitch wasn't back yet. He was injured. Well, Brown's gonna give you a lot of opportunities this season. and I'm loving that. So for the defense, I believe now I think we're 14, and we've been holding every team we have gone against to under 100 points, besides the 76ers. They came back a little late, but you could argue these last few games we have been one of the best teams in the league. We're now the second seed. Well, we're tied with the Celtics, so we will have to win versus the Lakers on Sunday tomorrow to keep that second seed. I don't know who the Celtics are playing, but right now we are battling the second seed with the Celtics. Not only the Celtics, the Raptors, I believe the Cavaliers are catching up. The Raptors are catching up. This is very competitive. A very competitive Eastern Conference. If we want to keep that second seed, we got to stay consistent, keep winning. And the Lakers, they just beat the Wizards. They've been pretty good. There's some games they were in the best, but they're still a really good, pretty good team. Obviously, you got Luka, who literally had a triple double in the first half, which is unheard of for a guard. They got obviously LeBron. I believe Austin Reeves is going to come back, which honestly I'm not surprised because every time a player who's been injured for a month plays at MSG, they're somehow back. That's because MSG is the most historic basketball arena you'll ever play in. Everybody wants to play at MSG, and just the atmosphere there, people want to play there. So I'm not surprised, but I'm starting to find it annoying because Reeves has been out for, I believe, since Christmas. He was actually supposed to come back versus the Wizards. I guess they wanted to save him for the Knicks. So hopefully he doesn't drop 30 points because he's been really good this season, especially for an undrafted player. I don't know what college he went to, but I heard he could have gotten drafted by the Pistons. He wanted to come to the Lakers instead, and it looked like it paid off. So to beat the Lakers now, you gotta stop Luka first of all. He's leading the league in points per game, around 30 points, probably more than that. So you need obviously going to put your best defender OG against him, and then DeAndre Ayton, who has been pretty inconsistent. Lakers fans are complaining about him. He's lazy, so he could put Cat and Mitch on him. Then you got LeBron. He could put Bridges. He could put Hart on him. And who else they got? Marcus Smart. He could put Brunson or Bridges on him. And I don't know who I'm forgetting. Ru Hachimura. You could put whoever on him. He's pretty good. We just need a defense to keep playing how they are. It's going to be a pretty hard game, especially going against one of the best players who could potentially be the MVP, Luka Doncic. And if we can stop him, hold him under 25 points at least, we could win this game. I believe we won 5 in a row now. So if we could beat the Lakers, we could prove we are one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. And we are coming for that first seed. We had many opportunities we could get the number 1 seed, but we just kept losing. And I understand we've gone against pretty bad teams. We were on a pretty bad slump, and you could argue if we weren't on a bad slump, we could have been the number 1 seed. But the season is far from over. It's actually February. It's about to be February, so we're 2 months away from the playoffs. Things could easily change. If we get the number 1 seed, we're going to play whoever wins the play-in team. And as of right now, it's looking like it could be the Miami Heat, the Magic. Without the Hornets have been playing, they could be in the play-in. I don't know. Also the Hawks too. One of those 4 teams we could play. And I'm confident we can beat them. That's all I gotta say for today's episode. Like I said, I apologize if I sound different. My wisdom teeth are coming in. It's pretty painful as I'm talking. They're all in the back. But it's not gonna stop me from uploading. I'm gonna upload the recap versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Hopefully we get this win. And that's all I gotta say. This is Vigo Sports Talk, host of Vigo Talks Knicks. And I'll see you next episode, Knicks fans. Peace.